Welcome to Dune Awakening. So it is launch day for early access. I'm gonna go ahead and show everything since this is a brand new game, but I will put chapter markers in for anybody that wants to skip around. But let's go ahead and dive in. We'll hit play now. I don't really have a preference, so I'm just gonna go with, so that's the world name I'm on, the search, okay. Yeah, we'll stick with this.
Approach, prisoner. Show yourself, child.
Okay, so I won't spend too much time on here, but I do want to make some adjustments. They put out a character creator for this maybe about a month ago, but looking at it, there's actually more preset options here than what you normally see in the character creator. Like, there's a whole bunch of them here on the back end. Like, if you go that direction, these presets were not in the character creator, which is a little bit weird. You'd have thought they'd have put everything in there, but maybe it wasn't quite ready yet. All right, so let's take his clothes off. The models look good. Let's take a look. We'll leave the height the same, the voice. We'll go over here. He looks good. We'll have him not skip leg day. That looks fine. Neck lengths, we'll get a little bit of length there. Oh, you got a little bit of a chest slider there, which is, a lot of people will be happy about that, I suppose. This, I don't actually even know what that is, but we'll turn the strength down. Freckles, we're not worried about. Let me get through this. Like I said, we won't spend too much time, but this gives you a pretty good idea of the character options, which there is a ton of them. Age, we'll turn it down. I don't want to make him too young, but we don't need him to be, like, super old. Head details, the usual. You get kind of jaw width, jaw height. We'll raise up the jaw a little bit. Chin, make it a little wider. Give him a long chin. Not too worried about. You get the cheekbone height, the kind of usual stuff. Head back to head details. Eye details, let's make them maybe a little bit larger since he's kind of a tall dude. We'll get a little bit of a squint because we're going to be in the sun 24/7. It's Arrakis. Eye height. We'll lower down the eyes, and we'll make them a little less wide. That'll compact it, it'll look a little bit better. Let's see, nose details. Not too awful worried about that. Tip size, protrusion, angle, have his nose stick out a little bit. Bridge height, we'll take that down since we don't need like a huge hook there or anything like that. You can kind of see it, like it does a really good job. Like the details, skin texture and everything looks awesome. Where was I at? Bridge height, here we go. Yeah, you can see it kind of smooths out the nose right there. Bridge width, we'll leave it the same. Nostril width, we'll spread that out a little bit just so it actually gives us some definition to the nose. And I'm pretty happy with that. Eyes we already did, nose we already did. We'll take it a little bit smaller, be a little bit wider. That actually looks pretty good. The mouth height, I'm not worried about that. That actually looks fine. I'm probably gonna keep this hair and beard too because it actually looks pretty nice. And I think that's it as far as what I care about. Blemishes, we'll go, well, no, because I don't want them to be. Let's go all the way up. That's really good. They have really good complexion options here. Here, we'll leave it kind of somewhere in the middle. Redness, we'll leave a little bit. Dark circles. Like if I turn all that, oh wow, look at that. We'll put some right there. Show a little bit of tiredness. Hairstyle, I actually like it. Eyebrows, beard, all that actually looks pretty good. So we're good there. Tattoos. Let's see. I don't really have any face tattoos. Body tattoos, I don't think, doesn't look like we have any. That I'm not worried about. Head scars. Got a little bit of a scar right there, we'll leave it. Makeup, obviously, I'm not doing any of that. I don't know that it's actually on there. We're gonna turn it all off. And we actually look pretty good. Let's finish our character. And enter the game. We'll go with the recommendation since it's the first one, and it'll slowly open up the crafting tree for us. Accept character, start the game. Absolutely.
Have they told you what I am?
I assume the answer is yes.
Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born?
We're gonna go with the classic. We'll go with Caladan.
A world of water. Homeworld of the Atreides. The Order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfaluches. A place for every man, and every man in his place. Where is your place?
We'll go peasant.
You've risen above your station. Most peons go their entire lives without seeing the inside of a starship.
Yes, we're very special.
You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor?
I kind of like the idea of a mentat. I'm pretty sure, from what I understand, you can play all of them and train all of them, but let's start with this.
You must have been very young. The mind must be prepared, or the training does not take. The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
I have.
Come here. Kneel. Put your hand in the box. I hold at your neck the Gom Jabbar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand?
All right, let's do it.
Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
Game looks absolutely gorgeous. So far, the story kind of mirrors Paul Atreides. It is a Funcom game, so it's going to be brutal.
You're wrong. It's just an awful lot. No, not the Al-Shaheed Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
And we're in. And, I mean, Jesus, look at this. Like, basically they made a game that looks just like the Unreal 5 demo. Let's have a look around. I mean, just look at this camera. And the frame rates are actually really, really good as well. I have a pretty good system. Like, I have a 4070 Ti. So with, well, here, actually, I'll just show you just so you can see it. This is what we're running off of. So if I go to display, it's not, I don't have everything cranked up and I'm not worried about it, but, oh no, I don't need display. Let's go to graphics here. So everything's up to ultra. The resolution scale is down. So if I turn this up, I'm gonna leave it alone for now because it's running really smooth, but if I turn this up, then I'll probably lose some frame rates, but otherwise we're mostly set to balanced or ultra, like everything is turned on. I'm running lumens, we're running just about everything. So the only thing I could really crank up at this point would be that resolution scale, but we'll leave it alone because the game looks absolutely beautiful just like this. So, yeah, awesome job so far. Now obviously this is tutorial, it's gonna slowly open everything up for us. So many games have you walk for the first 10 seconds. This up. Okay, so picked up some resources, and it wants me to craft a knife. Alright, so this is gonna be the crafting. This is pretty smooth. It's got a queue here. Scrap metal knife, pretty basic. Gives me really good just basic good details in this screen, so let's make one. I really like this interface, this is really clean. Alright, so we made one, it already stuck it on our bar down on the bottom there. You can change your loadout via the inventory menu. And it wants me to equip using the hotbar or radial wheel. I have no idea what the radial wheel is, like is that Q or... Either way, I'll just use the buttons. So I hit 1. Oh man, and it looks good. Looks a little weird when you sprint. Like it's slightly floaty. But overall it looks really good. Alright, so we cut this thing down. Okay, that gave me crafting materials, so I got fabric from that. These are for, yep, for dew. So hold it down, we'll drink, and in the bottom left you can see the hydration bar filling up. Do limit reached? Alright, so I can't go above that. For whatever reason. So it won't let me drink anymore. Cut through here, get some more fabric. God, this is gorgeous. And and we'll jump down. Okay, I doubt it's gonna be... That's a little excessive if that's the damage it gives you when you just jump down a small thing. I don't think that's the... Alright, so we got heal kits, and this is how we're gonna... This is how I'm gonna recover health, and it just wants plant fiber. Alright, so let's make all of them. So I think spacebar to craft, if I hold it, yep, it'll do all of them. So if I get out of this screen, is it crafting in the background, or did it stop? No, it's crafting in the background and still lets me move. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. That's one thing I didn't like about Ark, is that if you're crafting something, you have to be slow. So I can use the heal kit, so I'll just hit 2. And the health bumped up a little bit. Okay, so it heals over time. It doesn't come back completely right away. Alright, so we'll use another kit. We're gonna heal all the way up, I think. Okay, so it comes over time, but then the lighter arrow shows you where it's going. Okay, so that'll heal us up to full. Alright, so now it wants us to climb. Can we climb anything? Can. I kind of want to test out... Oh, look at that. Like, we can even climb if it's a little bit vertical. Let me see what that fall damage really is going to be. Yeah, okay, that was just tutorial damage. Alright, cool. Alright, so it wants me to climb up here. So you can do like a hop right before you hit it. You might be able to save some stamina that way. Just like you did in like games like Pal World. Well, I guess I will have to test it out, but you would think doing that hopping just before you hit the cliff would save just that little, maybe 5 or 10% of that bar. Stamina drains while climbing, right. Stamina recharges automatically unless you're sprinting. Yep, so you see the stamina going down. That didn't take very much. You got plant fiber everywhere, which is nice. I'm gonna see how the actual game is, but if fiber's all over the place, that'll be nice because you can always heal and you're not worried about that. So if I'm sprinting, I don't see the stamina going down while I sprint. So you can just sprint the whole game if you wanted to. Well, we'll see. Alright, this will... outside by the look of it.
So then, you're not quite dead. Now you will know a thing that few but the Fremen have seen. For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered. Speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky, a rebirth from fire and death, and a Sardaukar net closing around us. Your survival heralds interesting times, Offworlder. Is this what you wish? To waste time in idle chatter? Your first lesson on Arrakis,
Yeah,
then?
that's actually a good question.
Every exhalation is a waste of water. I am Xantara. My companion is Noctua. Now, shall we discuss our escape? A portable rocket, I surmise, based on the damage.
Oh, look. So he says this. Well, these are kind of the same answer, right? But anyway, because you're a Mentat, you clearly You were clearly not on the ship. The data heavily implies. So, like, you get specific answers here. But, I mean, it's not different. Like, it's really the same thing, right? Why attack a prison ship? Well, alright, let's pick this one.
So you have mentat training. Then compute your chances of survival without my help, and review whether the questions you're asking are useful.
Okay. Yeah, we won't waste too much time with all this, but I do like that. You get different dialogue choices based on your class, and hopefully you get different dialogue results. Like if I would have picked the other option, actually let's test it out just to see.
Portable rocket, I surmise, based on the damage.
So if I pick this, it should be assuming that I don't know it was him that did it. Like he just lied about it, sort of. Like he didn't say that he's the one that did it. So let's see what he says.
No doubt the work of some desperate,
cool.
dangerous outlaw. One with a burning hatred for the Emperor and all he represents. But there are so many fitting that description. There's a way through the barricade, if you do as I say. Because I dragged your corpse from the wreckage and sealed you in that cave while you recovered. Because you owe me your life, off-worlder.
Alright, this is kind of corny, but I'll pick this one.
Then I will hold you to your honor, off-worlder. Now listen, we need to capture one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above. That's where you come in. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me.
Okay, well that's a lot of chatting. Let's see. Enter the ship, find the captain.
Yeah. Take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is upon us.
Ooh, even in the outside world, like just running around, moving the I know it's kind of jarry here, but I'm doing it on purpose. I want to see if I get any like real... The game is just super smooth, even if I'm like moving everything around. We'll see if it holds up over time. Oh, sunstroke.
The heat of the sun is deadly to the unprepared.
Ah, so you can see the bar up at the top. So then if I go here... Alright, it goes back down again. I did spend some water, so we'll refill that. So spending time on the effect of the sunstroke to avoid, stick to the shadows, gotcha. Alright, let's get armed. I don't see this, we're in the, oh there it is. So it takes a few seconds for the bar to come back. So am I still in the sun? Like what's not in the sun? So this is not in the sun. If I stand here and my head is in the sun, am I considered in the sun? Nope. Maybe a little bit further. Okay, so it's right around the edge here. Like, what if I stand right on the edge? Nope, still keeps going. Nope. Okay, so now I'm completely out. I'm completely into the rocks. But if I'm over here, the bar, what I'm watching is the dehydration bar at the top. And that doesn't come back. So there's like a little bit of a give. There's a threshold to where you can move around in the shadows before the bar will actually start again. That's kind of cool. I should be picking up these plant waters. Or sorry, these plant fibers as I go. Okay, we'll keep refilling the water as we go. It's a body? Yep, corpse. Are these anything? Nope. Obviously
the
they give...
guards have sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cut array. And off-worlder, be careful.
How am I looting bodies, though? Oh, got it. So it'll kind of... See how it glows? It's got the little white outline if it actually has something in there? Okay, that's kind of cool. Nope, we're full on water. This guy... Oh. Like, do I use, like... So it tells me what he's got. I'm trying to see if I can flip through the menu there, but I can't. So if I just hold down... E will take everything. If I hold the space bar, it takes just that item. Alright. Anyway, that's kind of a nice little interface. Loot the cut array and power pack and equip it. Alright, so we need to go to our inventory. So it already is equipped. But it's not on the... Yeah, it is on the hotbar. Yeah, so it's a number 3. Okay, so it already put that in there, so we're good.
The cut array is primarily a mining tool, Off-Worlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit.
So we scan it, and then cut it. Got it, okay. So scan it. It even has like an icon telling you, I think that's telling you what tool you're supposed to use, so that's pretty cool. Okay. That's like a neat way to do mining. It kind of gives you like a little variety.
The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through. See if there's another way forward.
Okay, we'll crouch down. Can scan and cut open doors, okay. Reveals structural weakness. Okay, so we need to still keep the... So we scan, then we cut.
Ready your weapon, Off-Worlder. The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you.
So if I'm sneaking... Nope, didn't work. Light attacks are quick, multiple attacks, and successfully stagger the target. Okay. Ooh, there we go. We got a good, Ooh. Game audio is kind of loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Time your block. I'll say parrying. So right click to parry, hold it to block. Alright, so let's take everything here. Spacebar to continue.
Parry your opponents just as their strikes will hit you.
Oop.
This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity.
Let's see. Do it. Do it. Oh, nice. So this is holding it, and this is blocking. Alright, let me try parrying again. Alright, so the timing's not bad. There we go. Oh, that actually went through his block. Okay, so we got a bunch of heal kits and stuff now. We're actually okay. Water's going down a bit. Let's have a look around. Is there anything in here? It's really dark. But no, doesn't look like there's anything in here. Does this mean I can just walk through? Yep. I don't know if there's like I'm crouching. I don't know if there's actually a stealth mechanic or not. Direction plus dash to break out of a staggered state. Some attacks cause you to stagger. Dash in any direction to snap out of stagger. Left alt. Direction and dash to break out of a stagger attack. Oh, I see. So stamina comes up. Okay, so I have to use stagger to get through this. Got it. So it's teaching me how to. So if I go here... Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay, so you can dodge. Using alt, you dodge You can go back, you can hop back and forth. Real above 1/3 will give you a bonus to, above 1/3. Which is further increased. When your hydration below 1/3, the bonus to your maximum stamina is removed. When it's empty, you become dehydrated and will start to lose health. Okay, so we need water. It's Arrakis. Alright, so we filled up. Can I go higher? Nope, can't. I can only go up to 1/3. And then, just out of curiosity, if I re-equip the... I'm assuming I can't... I'm just seeing if there's if you can examine the world around you and cut things open, but it doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll go back to the knife. Oops, I accidentally hit the... Okay. Well, we healed. Yeah, the gameplay's really, really smooth. It's really nice. Alright, so if we jump down, there's no coming back. Let's do it.
Eyes on target.
Heavy attacks are slow. They break through the block, which we saw last time, and they cause stagger. Shields stop the incoming melee attacks. The penetrative first stagger the target, then use a heavy attack. Okay, so I need to parry to stagger, and then hold the attack button to do a heavy attack. I want the game audio to come through, so hopefully it's not drowning me out or anything, but let's keep going.
A swift attack can force your enemy off balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
Ah, I mistimed it. There we go. Oh, I wasn't ready. There we go. Oh, she attacks right away, so you gotta be ready. There we go. Alright, so let's take everything. Oh, I just hit E. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we got the health kits. We're still pretty good. I don't think they're doing a ton of damage because it's the tutorial and all. Okay.
That's the pentashield key. Once you equip it,
we
you
looped
can
right back
pass through
around.
the shield. Get to the captain and activate that transmitter.
And the shield
I'll be there
barriers
soon.
can only be passed if you have the matching key. Okay, so you have to find specific keys, which we have. So as long as I have it in my inventory, we're done. Okay. Is he dead?
We only need the leader. I hear I'm a wanted man.
Oi! Utland scum! I man tukta lasto breath adahung unvalo arsund. De dia abada.
I know. That's why I brought you here.
Stitch.
The Thopter will have the codes to get us through the barrier. Ever fly an ornithopter? It's simple enough. But my leg is bad and I won't be able to work the pedals. Get ready. They'll be on us as soon as we break through. There's too many! Turn us into the storm! They won't follow. Hang on! We're going down! Get up, Off-Worlder. I couldn't wait for you. But now you need to run. The sandworm is coming.
Ooh.
Run. Now!
For what? These, probably the rocks.
You made it, Off-Worlder. Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not, Off-Worlder. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave. Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Mauler outfit won't cut it out here.
Alright, so that is the opening scene of Dune Awakening. I think I'll close out this episode here. The next episode will start exactly here, right where we left off, and we'll go from there. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.